Hi youth beginners, Master C here. We got another fun class for you guys today. I also want to mention we have camps happening. I know there's Tuesday and Thursday morning we have camps, which I think may already be full. And then in the afternoons and early evenings we have camps as well happening Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I believe there's some space left in those evening classes. So hopefully we'll get a chance to see many of you guys there. It's been really cool the last couple of weeks. And again, hoping to see even more ninjas there this week. So let's bow into our class and we'll make it a really fun one. So you guys can follow along, face this way, chariot, kunya. Good, face the flags, kuki, alright. Baro. Standing meditation, makyo. Baro. Face the Grand Masters, konjanin, chariot. Kunya. Face this way one more time, chariot. Kunya. All right, now for our warm-up today, I have a little different challenge for you. It's gonna be 30 jumping jacks, 20 sit-ups, 15 push-ups, 10 jump squats, 5 mountain climbers. You can do this, all right? So we're gonna do that for 3 rounds. I'm gonna do the first round with you, so you can kind of follow along with me. Again, first part, 30 jumping jacks, guys. Ready and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Boom, that wasn't so bad. So we've done our 30 jumping jacks. It's time to move on. We have 20 sit-ups. So lay it down. I'm gonna do some spear sit-ups today. So I'm gonna keep my feet flat on the mat, sitting up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 30 jumping jacks, 20 sit-ups, 15 push-ups. Here we go, guys. You can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 30 jumping jacks, 20 spear sit-ups, 15 push-ups. We have 10 jump squats here. Here we go. Fingers gonna touch the ground. Big jump on each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last one, 5 mountain climbers. Do 5 on each side. Trying to keep my hips low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 round done. 2 rounds to go, guys. You can pause the video in a second, knock out those other 2 rounds, and I'll see you right back here. All right, great job with the warm-up. Tough one, but it's a good one for us. Let's get a little stretch while our heart rates come down. Hands on your hips and hip circles. Nice big motion. Other way. Good. Arms out to the side. Arm circles backwards. and forward. Back and forth. Link your hands, trunk twist. Good, hands back on your hips, head side to side. Looking left and right. Up and down. Good, spread your feet out to the sides, lean forward. One hand on each foot, and repeat after me, guys. Ready? Hana!
하나,
two,
둘,
set,
셋,
net,
넷,
taset,
다섯,
yaset,
여섯,
ilga,
일곱,
yoro,
여덟,
up,
아홉,
hyo.
열,
Both hands over to your right foot, and il,
일,
e,
이,
sam,
삼,
sa,
사,
o,
오,
yu,
육,
chill,
칠,
pa,
팔,
coop,
구,
ship.
십,
Good, other side. 하나,
하나,
two,
둘,
셋,
셋,
넷,
넷,
다섯,
다섯,
여섯,
여섯,
일곱,
일곱,
여덟,
여덟,
아홉,
아홉,
열.
열.
Spread them out a little bit more. Good. One hand on each foot again. And il,
일,
e,
이,
삼,
삼,
사,
사,
오,
오,
육,
육,
칠,
칠,
파,
팔,
coop,
구,
ship.
십.
Hands in the middle. Walk your feet in. Good. Wag the tail. Nice. Good job. Grab yourselves a quick sip. Come on back, and we'll jump into some kick techniques today. All right, so main drill for today is to work through our single kick techniques. Now, we're gonna be demonstrating with a clapper target today. I know some of you guys have clapper targets, some of you have square targets at home. Everybody's got a pillow at home. So you can use a pillow, you could use a noodle, there's lots of things you could use as your targets. Just be mindful. We're gonna show you kind of how you should be holding these for some of the different kicks. So I think that will really help the person that's kicking out. So I'll borrow Master Cosby for a second, and she can hold for me if she wants to. So I'm gonna do a quick review of the kicks that happen in the beginner class. My challenge to each of you, I want you to do 8 kicks on each leg for every kick that you're supposed to know. So if you are a white belt or a sunshine belt or a tiger dragon transfer, I want you guys to work your front leg kicks per your rank, but I also want you to try these back leg kicks as well. All right, I'm gonna start with the back leg kicks for this one. If you're a ninth gup, when we move on to the turn back kick and axe kick, you will also do those on each side 8 times. So if you're a ninth gup, you'll do all the white belt and sunshine kicks and tiger transfer kicks as well as yours. Orange belts would do all of that, plus their hook kicks, jump front kicks, and knees. 7th gups would do all of those things, and they would add their skip sides and skip rounds, okay? So again, this is a really quick demo. If you want some more explanation, check out the YouTube playlist for each rank. There's a lot more demonstration and details there. So on a front kick, typically we will angle, if you're using a clapper target or a square target, we'll angle the flat side so it's kind of pointed right at their belt. If you keep it super flat, then it can be awkward as it raises higher to actually hit this, since your hips don't come up the same height as this. If you keep it flat like this, you'll basically be encouraging the kicker to kick with the top of their foot or to develop a weird habit with their front kick, okay? So I'm working this one. A reasonable height is like belt height or your chest height. This is usually pretty good. I've got my hands up, kicking with my back leg, pointing my knee straight ahead, and kicking through with the ball of the foot. After the kick, I can just set it back where I got it from, or if I lost my balance and fell forward, I could reset, okay? Roundhouse kick, when you're working these, this time I usually explain to students, hold this like it's like a water gun that you're shooting right at the center line of your partner. So if I'm a new kicker, she might hold it as low as like my belt knot. Or if I'm like a new adult student, sometimes like kneecap height, right? As I get better and better, the kick height can come up. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you're better if you're kicking higher. So the quality of the technique, so much more important than the height of the technique, okay? So I'm in my back stance. Couple keys that will make this one really good. I want to pivot my front foot. So sometimes even pre-pivoting that really helps a lot. When I pick my back leg up, I want to point my knee straight at that target. Then I'm going to extend, in this case with the top of my foot, striking on the target. Roundhouse kick can technically be done with the ball of the foot also, but oftentimes in the beginning we teach them top of the foot because it tends to be easier. Hands up. I'm going to do my little pre-pivot, point my knee, and extend. Notice how I didn't just swing through and finish with my back turned. I want to kick and then regain my balance and set my foot back down. Hands are up. Boom. One other little point on the roundhouse kick. I want to make sure that I have a full extension with this kick. I don't want to be so close that I'm kind of jammed on the kick, and I don't want to be far away where like I just can't possibly reach it. Ideally, when I hit, my leg is fully extended, okay? Side kick for today. Well, for always, the clapper target should be held kind of perpendicular to the student. And hip height is where you'll find, or in like solar plexus height, should be like your maximum power height. Clappers don't always give the best feedback with a side kick. Typically like a square target would be better, or even better it would be like a shield or a wave master. So if it feels weird kicking it, that's okay. But I really want to focus on my heel hitting. So I might even kind of pre-pivot my foot a little bit on side kick as well. Little pre-pivot. You guys know I want to point the tushy. My knees should be high, at least as high as my belt. Most of you guys can get it way higher than that. Then I want to keep my knee high while I extend out, striking with the heel. Just like with a round kick, I want to make sure my distance is good. So I might have been a little far on that one. So I would adjust, little pivot, point the tushy, out with that heel. And of course, I want my heel to be higher than my toes when I finish. Boom. Again, pretty difficult to get a good clap on a side kick, but if you get it, yours must have been pretty decent, okay? That would be the white belt, sunshine belt, and tiger dragon transfers. Those are your kicks, okay? For the ninth cups, you guys have turn back kick and axe kick. So turn back kick is one that Master Cosby is really a stickler on. So a couple keys here. I want to slide my front foot. Now there is some magic to this. You see how my foot's kind of close to this like matte line between the red and the gray? Oftentimes I see students, they have a good distance, but when they slide their front foot, they slide it way back. Now I'm too far to hit the target. So they get closer. So now they're thinking, in order to hit somebody with a turn back kick, I gotta be like right here. And that's not the case, right? The key is where you slide this front foot controls your distance. So if my distance is good now, then I don't want that distance to change. I'm gonna slide it right along that line. Pivot, look. Once my back is square to the target, there's no more rotation with my upper body. I'm just going to load my heel close to the tushy and then extend out with that heel. A good turn back kick often isn't very high at all. As people get higher and higher, they tend to lean out with their toes or their body will rotate, making a beautiful spinning side kick. Okay, so one more time. Slide, turn, look. Load and out. Ooh, I should have been looking. Out with the heel. That would be your turn back kick. Ninth cups also have axe kick. For this one, notice how Master Cosby's holding the target. She's got it flipped so that the flat side is pointed up. That's good. Now, if I'm a really high kicker, if she continues to angle this way, I'm gonna kind of hit my Achilles on that target. It's gonna be really awkward. So she kind of needs to have it kind of pointed towards my belt knot, right? So just for like a normal height would be good right about here. This is no problem. So my back leg is gonna kick. I'm gonna bring it right up and past my lead leg. Not outside to inside, but inside and down. Up, and the power with axe kick, just like you're chopping with an axe, is on the way down. So I'm not just going to raise my leg and let it fall. I want to raise it up and then I want to forcefully pull it down. Ah, that's good X kick, right? Those would be the 9th gut kicks. Orange belts, you guys have hook kick. Hook kick should be held a lot like roundhouse kick. The distance is pretty similar. Now, when I do a good hook kick, my back leg is going to come out and I'm actually going to miss the target initially like I'm doing a side kick. So I want to miss it with my heel closer to the target than my toes. That's on that side. I don't want to do my hook kick over here, right? That would be toes closer. That's not what I want. I want my heel closer. Once my leg is extended, I'm going to sweep my heel across, striking with the heel, coming flat. Hook kick. A lot of times I'll explain or give students the idea of wiping a table. I want it to be flat. So when I kind of load up, my knee and heel are the same height off the floor. I'm not loaded here, or like I'm not really seeing this type of issue, but here, right? So one more time, coming across, striking with the heel, all right? Orange belts, you guys also have jumping front kick. This one can be held just like regular front kick, right? When you do jumping front kick, there's a couple ways you can do it, or you can kind of blend these two ways. One is jumping for height, and the other is jumping for distance. So I'm going for height. My back leg, I really need to pull it up, right? That's what's gonna give me my height on my jump. My lead leg is kicking. So I'm gonna raise my back leg, jump and kick with the front leg, coming up. Still trying to strike with the ball of the foot, right? Again, I try not to encourage younger students or junior students to worry a lot about the height, though they love to kick high, right? So I can focus more on my distance if I want. So don't have to be super high, but it's a little farther away. I can't reach with a regular front kick, so now I'm going to jump and reach out with the ball of my foot. Right, one more time. This is too far for me for a regular front kick. Notice I'm also not doing this. Right, I'm not galloping towards this. One big motion. Pick up the back leg, jump, kick with the front. Lastly, we have our knee strike. Kind of weird on a clapper, but we can still do it. Fighting stance, I'm going to kind of slide my front foot and reach out. You put my hands on the target, just kind of simulate what it would be like to grab onto a person and pull them into this knee. Reaching out, I'm going to pull the target straight down into my knee, toes point down. We always describe this as like a dead fish position, with my toes just kind of hanging. Reach out, knee strike. I can also think about my knee kind of as a variation coming forward, this way. So it's a more awkward motion for most people, but it's actually a much more effective knee. If you have an opponent that's leaned over this way, this knee coming up is really powerful, but an opponent that's leaned over is basically finished anyway. If I'm in a position like this with somebody, or we're in like a clinch, boom, I can really create some massive distance by using that knee, and it's very powerful. So those would be the orange belt kicks. Lastly, we have 7th gups. You guys have skip side and skip round. 2 beautiful kicks. So first one, I'll start off with the skip side kick. She's got it flat, just like we had for regular side kick. But now I'm in a horse stance, and my distance can be a little bit more. I'm gonna skip in. So when I do this, I'm gonna pick up my back leg and basically replace my front leg with the back leg. That's not too bad. As I replace, I wanna land pivoted with my tushy pointing at the target. I really wanna think about my lead knee coming straight up. The more I raise it up, 99 times out of 100, the better kick I see out of a student. Okay, and then I just wanna finish the extension. Coming straight out with the heel. Okay, that's skip side. Skip round, similar. In terms of the skipping component, I'm going to replace the front leg with the back, and I want to land pivoted. Hands are up. This time, instead of pointing my tushy, you know I'm pointing the knee, and I'm just going to extend with the top of my foot. Good balance and control without just kind of falling over. If I want more distance, I can have it. If I want to try for more height, I've never been a particularly high kicker, but I can try that too. That's okay, right? But again, focus more on quality technique versus just trying to go really high, all right? So 8 kicks on each leg for every kick you're responsible for knowing, guys. Work hard. I'll see you back here in a second. All right, guys, good job with all those kicks. I know it's a lot of hard work, but it's definitely good. It'll pay off, I promise. Now, I want to play a little bit of a one-step game where it's going to be me versus you. So Master Cosby is going to call out a number. And if you do it faster than me, then you win. If I perform that technique faster than you, then I win. And I'm pretty good at this game, so we'll see how this goes. Now, before we just dive into it, I do want to do kind of a quick review of our kick one steps. And I'm going to face away from the camera so you guys can kind of do it with me. Now, tigers and dragons and transfers, white belts, sunshine belts, you guys can work on 1 and 2. So all of these, well, almost all, we'll start right leg back in fighting stance. Number 1 is just simply a front kick. So if she calls out number 1, your back leg, the right leg, would do a front kick. And you'll put it right back where you got it from. Number 2 would be a side kick. So I want to pivot, point the tushy, and then heel above toes. Number 3, ninth ups and up. You guys have 3 and 4. So number 3 is roundhouse kick. I'm still right leg back in my fighting stance. So she calls out that number 3. I'm going to pivot, point the knee, extend top of the foot. If she calls number 4, we're doing a turn back kick. So I would slide the front foot, turn, look, load, and kick. Orange belts and up, you guys have 5 and 6. Number 5 is one of the more commonly forgotten ones. So I'm going to start right leg back. So Master Cosby calls 5. I'm going to slide my front foot. Reverse inside block. Grab and side kick with my back leg. Nice. If she calls number 6, I'm still right leg back fighting stance. I'm going to slide my front foot and squat under. Then it's a roundhouse kick. 7th ups. If she calls 7 or 8, this is your time to shine, man, because you're the only ones that know this ones. So if she calls number 7, it's going to be a push kick. When we do a push kick, it's like a front kick, but I'm striking with the heel instead of the ball of the foot. So if she calls number 7, back leg comes up, extend that heel out. Number 8 is the only one so far that starts with Chumbi. So if I was here and she said number 8, I would come straight to Chumbi first. Then I would go step back right, block left. Kind of like a mid-level pseudo. Grab, grab. So both hands are grabbed on, and the back leg does a roundhouse kick. Perfect. So that was a fast review of 1 through 8. If you want to kind of roll the tape back and check it out again for another review, you should. But otherwise, we're moving on, okay? So she's going to call out the techniques, and we'll see who wins here. So good luck to you.
Here we go. Ready? Number 3.
Okay.
All right. Number 1. Number 5. Number 2. Number 6. Number 1. Number 4.
Almost forgot.
Number 7. Number 2. Number 8.
Oh. Pretty good, guys. Hopefully you got me on at least one of those. If not, just go back because it'll be the same order again, right? So you can probably beat me. So awesome work today. Love you guys. Thanks for training hard. See you in camp hopefully this week. All right. Have a good one, guys.